Hundreds of people marched across Mexico demanding an end to violence and corruption after the killing of Uruapan Mayor Carlos Manzo. Protesters led rallies in more than 50 cities, including Mexico City, where clashes broke out near the National Palace, where President Claudia Sheinbaum resides and works. Protesters attacked police with stones, fireworks, sticks and chains, grabbing police shields and other equipment. Here's more from DD India's Dheeraj Das.
With anger, desperation in their eyes, thousands of young protesters took to the streets in many cities across Mexico to protest what they say is insecurity, organized crime, government corruption, and denouncing rising violence after the public killing of an anti-crime mayor earlier this month. The protests got a strong backing from older supporters of opposition parties too. In Mexico City, a large protest turned violent on Saturday as demonstrators clashed with riot police outside the National Palace, where President Claudia Sheinbaum lives. Thousands of protesters marched from the Angel of Independence monument through several streets and avenues before reaching the Zocalo, the capital's main square, where the National Palace home and office of President Claudia Sheinbaum is located. Tensions exploded when masked protesters tore down metal barriers protecting the palace, prompting riot police to respond with tear gas and smoke bombs. Demonstrators pushed and kicked the fences, while some hurled stones at officers. Police said at least 120 people, 100 of them police officers, were injured in the clashes, while 20 people were arrested. Participants waving Mexican flags voiced frustration over deteriorating security conditions and government corruption.
We are marching for Carlos Manzo, for the wild murder of Carlos Manzo, because we want justice for Carlos Manzo and for all those who have lost their lives and their property at the hands of criminals.
We came because of what happened to Carlos Manzo. For me, this is living proof that people have woken up. We cannot be in the hands of a country ruled by crime. No more, no more. I think this is the limit.
What I would like is for the government to stop being so permissive with crime and drug trafficking, to control them and to stop extorting people.
We are not here to protest for lunch. No one paid us. We are here of our own free will. We love Mexico and we are tired. Get out of here, Morena. You are destroying Mexico. This is not Mexico.
Other marches took place in various cities across Mexico, including in the western state of Michoacan, where the anger has flared over the murder of Uruapan Mayor Carlos Manzo, who was shot dead at a public Day of the Dead event on 1st of November. The group that called for the protests has said in a manifesto circulating on social media that it is non-partisan and represents Mexican youth that are fed up with violence, corruption and abuse of power. Meanwhile, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum's government has questioned the motives behind Saturday's marches, saying they were organized in large part by right-leaning political opponents and promoted by bots on social media. In Mexico, many young people say that they are increasingly frustrated by systematic problems, particularly corruption and impunity surrounding violent crime. The unrest comes despite President Claudia Sheinbaum maintaining high approval ratings. Dheeraj Das for DD India.